Tiger versus Smilodon. Can a modern big cat really face the legendary saber-toothed predator of the Ice Age? You know, when people think of prehistoric killers, Smilodon immediately comes to mind. Those iconic 11-inch fangs and massive build. But is this ancient heavyweight actually superior to today's ultimate forest assassin? Here's what's going to surprise you. These represent two completely different evolutionary approaches to being an apex predator. We're talking about a 600-pound modern stealth killer with bone-crushing bite force versus a 900-pound Pleistocene bulldozer with surgical stabbing weapons. I'm Patrick, and today we're diving deep into this ultimate predator comparison. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll want to find out which evolutionary design truly has the edge. Meet the evolutionary champions. Ida, the Siberian Tiger, modern perfection. Let's start with the Siberian Tiger, Panthera tigris altaica. This is the largest living cat on Earth, and when I say large, I mean it. Prime males can hit 300 kilograms and stretch over 10 feet long. These cats evolved in Asia during the Pleistocene, perfecting the art of solitary ambush hunting. Tigers are built like biological Formula 1 cars, every pound optimized for explosive power, stealth, and precision. Those distinctive stripes, they provide camouflage so effective that even their skin underneath is striped. The Smilodon, Ice-Age heavyweight. Now meet Smilodon populator, the largest of the saber-toothed cats. Don't think of this as just an ancient tiger with big teeth. This belonged to a completely different subfamily that went extinct 10,000 years ago. We're talking about a 400-kilogram powerhouse, built more like a grizzly bear than a modern cat. Smilodon lived across the Americas during the Pleistocene, hunting giant ground sloths, massive bison, and other megafauna that no longer exist. It represents a totally different evolutionary experiment in predator design. Now move to the 4 biological rounds. Round 1, size and raw power, the weight class difference. Let's talk about the physical matchup. The Siberian Tiger averages around 250 kilograms of lean, explosive muscle. It's built for agility and precision. Think lightweight, heavyweight boxer with incredible reach and speed. But Smilodon populator was in a completely different weight class, up to 400 kilograms of crushing power, with bones thicker than modern cats and muscle attachment points that were absolutely massive. Those forelimbs and shoulders were designed for wrestling multi-ton prey to the ground. The tiger can burst to 80 kilometers per hour and leap 30 feet. Smilodon was slower and stockier, but if it got those powerful forelimbs locked around something, game over. It had the raw strength to pin down a giant ground sloth. Winner, Smilodon. That extra 150 kilograms and grappling power is just overwhelming. Wow. Round 2. Weapons and bite mechanics. Versatility versus specialization. This round is where things get really interesting. The tiger's weapons are incredibly versatile. Those 4-inch canines deliver around 1,050 pounds per square inch of bite force, enough to crush vertebrae and collapse windpipes. Add in retractable claws, and you have a perfect ambush toolkit. Now here's where Smilodon surprises people. Those legendary 11-inch sabers came with a shocking trade-off. Smilodon's actual bite force was only about 1/3 of a modern lion's. The jaw could open to 120 degrees to protect those fragile fangs. The sabers weren't for crushing, they were surgical instruments. Smilodon would pin prey with those massive forelimbs, then deliver a precise, slicing bite to sever major blood vessels. But if those sabers hit bone or twisted during a struggle, they could snap. Winner, Tiger. That reliable, versatile bite force beats high-risk, specialized weapons in direct combat. Round 3, hunting strategy and tactics, stealth versus overwhelming force. The Siberian Tiger is nature's master chess player. It can spend hours stalking prey, using incredible patience and intelligence to get within striking distance. Tigers are solitary by necessity, creating exceptional individual combat instincts. Smilodon used a completely different approach. That heavy build wasn't made for long stalks. It was designed for explosive, short-range ambushes. Think biological battering ram that would slam into prey and immediately begin grappling. Evidence suggests Smilodon might have been social, potentially hunting in small groups, but this also means individual Smilodon may have been less adapted for one-on-one predator combat compared to the eternally solitary tiger. Winner, Tiger. Superior stealth, patience, and solo combat instincts honed by millions of years of solitary hunting. Round 4. Intelligence and adaptability. Modern brain versus ancient specialization. Modern tigers have highly evolved brains with exceptional problem-solving abilities and learning. capacity they can adapt their hunting techniques for different prey and environments, from small deer to massive water buffalo. Smilodon had a more primitive brain structure based on fossil endocasts. It was incredibly effective at its specialized hunting strategy. But when the climate changed and giant prey disappeared, it couldn't adapt. Specialization became its evolutionary dead end. Tigers hunt everything and can change tactics on the fly. That adaptability is what allowed them to survive while Smilodon went extinct. Winner, tiger. Superior intelligence and adaptability are decisive advantages. Final score is reality check. Final score, Tiger 3, Smilodon 1. So what would really happen if these apex predators faced off? The answer depends entirely on how the encounter unfolds. Smilodon's only path to victory is landing that perfect initial ambush and getting those powerful forelimbs locked around the tiger. But the tiger's superior agility, intelligence, and situational awareness make this extremely unlikely. The tiger would probably detect the heavier, slower Smilodon first, then use hit-and-run tactics to attack from angles where those fragile sabers can't be used effectively. A well-placed pounce to the back, followed by a crushing neck bite, is the most probable outcome. But here's the important context. Smilodon wasn't built to fight other predators. It was perfectly designed to hunt Ice-Age megafauna. In its own time, against its intended prey, it was absolutely dominant. Winner, tiger. Superior agility, intelligence, and versatile weapon system overcome raw power in most scenarios. The real lesson here isn't about who's tougher, it's about evolutionary trade-offs. Smilodon represents the ultimate in predatory specialization, while tigers represent adaptable perfection. Both strategies worked brilliantly in their respective worlds. Sadly, specialization can become a liability when environments change. Smilodon couldn't adapt to the end of the Ice Age, while tigers today struggle with habitat loss and human conflict. Only about 4,500 tigers remain in the wild. What other prehistoric versus modern predator matchups fascinate you? Drop your suggestions in the comments, smash that like button if this changed how you think about evolutionary design, and subscribe for more incredible predator science. This is Patrick from Speculative Science, and remember, evolution doesn't create perfect fighters, it creates perfect survivors for their specific worlds.